100 of the best sci-fi movies, man, as laid down by me, your boy C, the host of most of the things right here on the Paprika Network, man. We're back. We're back with yet another, what we're doing here, we're talking science fiction movies, what I think of the 100 best science fiction movies. I have ranked them, and stacked them from 100 to 1, and we're talking one a day for the first 100 days of the year 2022. We're getting your year started off right with science fiction, man. Yesterday we talked about number 49 on the list, E.T., the extraterrestrial. I'm sorry, that was 48 on the list, E.T., the extraterrestrial. Go back and check out that podcast if you haven't. If you're just jumping into this, I'm not sure why you're jumping in the 40s, but do what you do, baby. Go back and listen to all these if you're jumping in the 40s. Today, we're talking about number 47 on the list, Ghostbusters. They ain't afraid of no ghosts. A+ on that tagline, I dare say. After losing their academic posts at a prestigious university, a team of parapsychologists goes into business as a proton-pack-toting Ghostbusters who exterminate ghouls, hobgoblins, and supernatural pests of all stripes. An ad campaign pays off when a knockout cellist hires a squad to purge her swanky digs of demons that appear to be living in her refrigerator. Zool. Listen, man, Ghostbusters. I guess I'll drop y'all in on this, man. I forgot about this movie, man. I didn't forget about the Ghostbusters, but I almost forgot to put it on the list. And it was like the very last moment when I was like, okay, I think I've got this shit all tailored down. I had watched like 120, 130 movies, separated the wheat from the chaff, cut off at the 100 mark, and I was like, boom, it's all good to go. And this is like late December, right before the shit's about to kick off. And I just woke up in a cold sweat one morning. And I was like, Ghostbusters. I didn't want Jamon Jackson all in my business. So yeah, Ghostbusters makes the list, man, to 47. And it is such a funny movie. This is during the height. We talked yesterday about ETB being during the height of the Spielberg magic era. I think Ghostbusters comes out during the height of the SNL movie era. Like, if I want to sit down and watch a marathon of, like, dope comedies from SNL stars, like, Ghostbusters is going to be in that list. Fletch is going to be in that list, even though Chevy Chase himself is not dope. The movie's still fucking funny. Spies Like Us is going to be on that list. Anchorman might be on that list. But, yeah, definitely Ghostbusters. Maybe even... your girl Molly Shannon Superstar might make it on there. Ghostbusters, man, it's almost a perfect movie. Like it's all the performances are funny and hilarious, all for different reasons. Obviously, Bill Murray just being the overly sarcastic one, and that's just kind of how Bill Murray is. Dan Aykroyd for his earnestness, Harold Ramis for his nerdiness. Ernie Hudson is our eyes into the whole thing. He's our way, and he's in every man. If it pays bills, I'll believe anything. And then you got cats like Sigourney Weaver, who shows up in a knockout cellist who does her job. Rick Moranis is hilarious. Annie Potts is great. You got the dickless William Atherton, who was just that 80s quintessential piece of shit between him and Ellis from Die Hard. There's just so much happening in this movie, and everyone is bringing their own flavor and level of funny to it, man. It's quotable for days, right? My favorite quote is being one of the most underrated quotes of the entire movie, where they're in jail with the blueprints. I have no idea how they get the blueprints in the holding cell, but they've got them. Everyone in the pen is crowded around them. All these criminals are crowded around where they're trying to figure out, the source of all this nonsense, and I think they got the blueprints to Dana Barrett's condo, and then that's kind of where they pinpoint everything, and as Ray Stantz is kind of wrapping it all up or splitting it all out, and Bill Murray's pretty much hitting them with the let's pretend like I don't know what you're talking about, and in just the calmest voice, Aykroyd looks at him and goes, "You never studied," and that shit kills me every single time I watch this movie. Where do the stairs go? They go up. You ask me if they're a god. If they're a god, you say yes. There's so much happening in this. What the fuck? The lights just went on in the podcast studio. Shit. If the podcast studio is where I die, it'll be fitting that I paid money to sit in my own death. Yeah, Ghostbusters, man. It's that bit of business. It's number 47 on the list. Let me keep on running through the rest of these so I don't get killed. Until then, you all take it easy, and we'll see you in 24 hours. Peace.